Right, guys. Chelsea and Zenit, or Zenit and Chelsea, have just played out a six-goal thriller. It was a really good game considering it didn't matter an awful lot tonight. The two teams that qualified in this group were Juventus and Chelsea, and that was known before the game. Although they were playing for first and second place in the group, Zenit knew that they were already out pretty much. Although I'm not sure if they had like a Europa League place at stake. I can't remember how many points Malmo were on. But it was a brilliant game. It started off with a Timo Werner goal from a corner. Christensen flicked it on over the keeper, and Timo Werner got the easiest goal he'll ever score. Although with Werner, you can't always guarantee that he will score it. But yeah, he made it 1-0. And then in the first half, from then on, Zenit were probably the better side. They had four clear opportunities, and Kepa did really well to save two of them. So if Zenit had been better at finishing on another day, they could have gone in something like 4-1 up. Malcolm had the first chance, and Kepa did quite well to save that. And the second opportunity came from poor defending from Chelsea, really. They didn't properly get the ball clear. And a cross from Douglas Santos into the box, and Claudinho managed to get a flick on and get it just past Kepa to make it 1-1. And then just 2 minutes later, Sardar Azmoun was played through, and he took it round Kepa and slotted it into an empty net. And then just before half-time, Kepa had to stop Azmoun again from scoring, making a really good save with his outstretched arm as Azmoun tried to dink it over him. Kepa was really good today. Chelsea would have 100% lost without him, although Edouard Mendy is also a very good goalkeeper, but he had a really good game. And I thought Chelsea defensively today were really missing their, Thiago Silva and maybe Antonio Rudiger, just the experience at the back and leadership. I think Malang Sarr and Andreas Christensen, I think they're decent defenders, but they need a leader alongside them, both of them. To really play great. I know Azpilicueta can be described as a leader, but he's not really a centre-back, is he, Azpilicueta? He's always more been a right-back or a left-back. Like, if you look at all the Chelsea teams that Azpilicueta's played in, he's been very, very good, don't get me wrong. He's a great versatile defender. But he's always had like a leader alongside him, like whether it be John Terry, Gary Cahill, or more recently Thiago Silva and maybe Antonio Rudiger as well. And Chelsea were really missing that tonight, especially Malang Sarr, like with the amount of inexperience he has in these sorts of games. But yeah, Chelsea responded well in the start of the second half. They definitely came out a better side. And Timo Werner did really well in both of the goals Chelsea scored in the second half, especially the first lovely 1-2 with Ross Barkley, I think it was, and squared it to Lukaku, who had an open goal to make it 2-2. And Timo Werner also took his goal really well. Nice play from Pulisic to play it into him, and he took it inside and got the shot off. But aside from that, Werner just doesn't look. Don't get me wrong, 2 goals and an assist is a very good performance on paper. But throughout the game, he had so many moments where he was running with the ball, and he just looked. I'm not even sure if it's a confidence thing or just like poor decision making. He just looks like he's going to lose the ball at any moment. He just looks a bit like scared almost. Like I can't understand how this guy was scoring 25, 30 goals a season in Germany for Leipzig. doesn't look like that sort of player for Chelsea. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, it looked like Chelsea were going to win it 3-2. But Zenit scored a screamer right at the end for Ostoev and caught it perfectly on the half volley and proper like sliced it so it was rising all the way into the top corner and the roof of the net. And that was the equaliser that made it 3-3. And it was an absolutely great game to watch, considering that it wasn't like there wasn't loads at stake. But yeah, Chelsea were definitely missing the two players in defence in Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger. They also decided to mix it up a bit, and I thought when the lineups came out, it was fairly obvious who was going to be playing where. It looked like Reece James was going to be playing right wing back, and Callum Hudson-Odoi left wing back with Saul Niguez, and Ross Barkley in central mid with Mount, Werner and Lukaku up front. But instead, they went with Reece James in the middle with Ross Barkley. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Reece James has played central midfield before, and with how good he is, you could, even if he hadn't played central midfield before, you could trust him to do quite a good job. They went with Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right. Okay, that's not too bad. He's played well in either side for Chelsea in the past 12 months. And then they decided to put Saul Niguez on the left wing back. Now, apparently he's played for Atletico Madrid before, but why on earth would you do that when you've got a starting 11 of players who are suited to the formation? But why on earth do you mix it all up? Like, I understand giving Marcos Alonso a rest, but why not stick Saul Niguez in midfield and move Reece James to his preferred position and put Hudson-Odoi where he's been playing recently on the left? I found it a bit bizarre, to be honest, from Tuchel, that decision making. Lukaku's ended a goal drought. Obviously, he's been injured a lot recently, but in terms of the games he has played, it's actually been 10 games since he had scored a goal. And it was a fairly easy goal. He wasn't involved that much tonight, Lukaku, really, to be honest. Pulisic definitely made a decent impact when he came on. But yeah, Zenit looked really good. I didn't see the reverse fixture of this. It would have been the first game, the first match day. I think I was watching the United Young Boys game that day. And Young Boys won that one 2-1, didn't they? So I didn't see that game. But Zenit looked like a good side. They definitely put up more of a fight against Chelsea than Juventus did. If you'd have showed me from what I've seen of Juventus and Zenit this season, I'd have probably said Zenit were the better side, which is mental when you think about it. Yeah, Zenit I thought were quite good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to talk about. Chelsea are second in their group, Juventus are first. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.